Sharon. Sharon was listening to Malik Shabazz speech. I know you've been listening to all of the speakers here. Tell me about why you wanted to come out here tonight.
I think this is a really important social issue. It's not just a black-white issue, and I don't think it's merely an issue with the police. I think it's a larger issue that affects our entire country, and that is just the injustice and the discrimination that continues, and more an issue of institutional discrimination across the country. And so that's why I'm here.
I thought it was interesting when I first came up and introduced myself. You told me that I was asking you about what this week has been like for you, you know, your emotions and everything, and the first thing you said was, well, I work at Mundelman Mall. So tell me about, I mean, were you there when everything happened on Monday?
I was there in the mall on Monday, but all the employers and vendors in the mall had been tipped off and asked to leave prior to the display of the display of frustration and anger that people in the neighborhood have towards the city and our government, I think.
Well, I kind of get the feeling you want to say more about that. What is your take on it? I mean, what is your take on what happened?
On Monday?
Yeah.
I just think that, you know, a lot of the citizens, and people have been saying it, that a lot of the citizens here in Baltimore City and in our state do not have a voice. And I happen to be in the field of psychology. It's an issue of learned helplessness, that people don't try anymore. They're not motivated to stand up and rebel because they don't have a voice. They know it's not going to get them anywhere. I work with the marginalized and disfranchised people in Baltimore City. I'm very passionate about it. People don't help us. People don't help us serve this community. And I find that disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I'm a human being. I'm not white, I'm not black, I'm not anything. When people talk about black power and whatever, I know that that's important. But what people don't realize is that segregates you when you talk about black power. It's people power. I'm passionate about Baltimore City. I don't live in Baltimore City. I live in Westminster. But I work in Baltimore City because it matters to me. And it's not a black-white issue. It's an issue of blatant discrimination that people across this country are being discriminated every day for their opinions, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're gay, whether you're transgendered. And we have to stop it. We have to stop judging people and letting us all live together peacefully in a state, in a country that really offers equality for all. And the reality is we don't, and we all know it. So that's why I'm here.
Freddie Gray, this whole situation with Freddie Gray. This whole situation with Freddie Gray and how this, you know, do you feel as though, I know a lot of people say they're concerned that, you know, there will be, people will not be as concerned about this as the weeks go on. You know, we've got a long trial ahead of us. Do you have those concerns?
I do, and I'm glad to hear that the mothers are going to march on D.C. next Saturday and express their voice. But yes, I think as time goes on, people become enchanted, and then there becomes another issue. So, you know, it would be nice if we could join together in solidarity and say again that we all have a common thread. It's not just Freddie Gray or somebody that's next week that might be killed or whatever. It's overall there's a common thread that we're being discriminated by our society, at times by our government with their cover-ups and whatever, and it needs to stop, it needs to be exposed, and honest people with integrity need to be in government.
Thank you, Sharon. Sharon, what is your last name?
It's Donnelly.
Donnelly, okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.